My name is Khon Kom. I am the founders of Edward International School. Edward International School, it opens on 11th of May in 2017. Today, I would like to introduce Jeff Pearson to be a part of Edward International School. Hello, Jeff. Welcome you to be in Edward International School.
Thank you, Com. I'm excited to be here and excited to be a part of Edward International School. I arrived here on site in January of this year, and we met in June of last year, and fairly quickly by July started working together from the United States, and then I arrived here in January. Currently it's the beginning of May, and throughout the kingdom all schools are closed right now. They've been closed since the beginning or middle of March, and that's due to the COVID-19 virus that's affecting things worldwide. And when I arrived on site here, you had a staff of 6 Khmer teachers and staff, and 2 volunteers including myself.
Yeah.
And some of what I'd like to talk about today is the volunteer program and the staff membership since your founding in 2017. So maybe you could walk us through how many staff members you had when you started and lead us up into the current time.
Okay, so I would like to tell you about the staff we start teeth processing. During the first time in 2017, we have 4 staff. I was the one who worked on this one too, and then we have some Nang Chiet, and then we have Sri Chiet, and one guy that he from France, and he came for volunteer to help us. His name is Roman, and he made a lot of things like when create some Facebook page.
Okay. Now, did the staff members all do teaching at that time, or did some of them do administrative work instead, or did
mostly all the staff make a teaching style with the English curriculum. Only I am the founder. I do a lot of things during that time.
Okay, so at the day you opened, it was yourself, Somnang, Sri Lak, and Roman was with you, and were with you, and you had someone join you at the end of 2017. Is that when Tunang joined?
It was correct.
Okay. And so what changes did you have in 2018 with regard to volunteers as well as with staff members that you had?
Okay, during 2018, we have one guy that he came from France too, and his name is Florent, and he came to help us as a volunteer to make website.
Oh, so he's doing web design.
Yeah, web design.
Okay. And his girlfriend was with him as well and helped fundraise for some books, didn't she?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And during 2018, you had a Khmer staff member for a period of time as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We hired one staff that he works as in government sector, and he came to help us during the spa time, mean that for the evening times.
Okay.
Because he would like to share his experience to the student in the remote areas.
Okay. And so he worked his Khmer job or his government job, and then came to Edward International School after
Absolutely.
that, and worked with you. Okay. And moving into 2019, which is the year that we met, what changes did you have in staff and volunteers then?
Okay, during 2019, we have made some different kinds of volunteers. So the first I met with the Jinping's group, come from China, and the first that we made on social media, and then we made them in Phnom Penh city, and later on the Jinping group sent his friend and also his student come to volunteer and teach English plus Chinese.
Okay. So in China, the students go to English school there, and some of their advanced students came here, taught English as well as Chinese,
Yes.
and to the students. And then they also donated a few supplies for the school as well, correct?
Absolutely. They also donated refrigerator, computers, and projector. And also he invited me to came over to China for nights and 5 days too.
And that, when you met Bob with Jinping Group, was about the time that we met. And that was one of the first things I think you asked me to help with, was you were in the process of establishing a partnership, which is ongoing today with Jinping Group, and I helped do a little correspondence with that.
Okay. Absolutely, is right.
And then when I arrived here, Ozan was here from Turkey. Tell me, how did you meet Ozan, and when did he join volunteer group here?
Okay, and later on we met Ozan by social media, and then we met him in Phnom Penh City and discussed on the social media. And later on, after he's finished his mission from other organization, he came to work with Edward International School for 3 months.
So he was already in Cambodia at the time, working for an NGO, and was looking for another opportunity to, I believe he told me he was looking to enhance his English and learn a skill teaching. And so he would still be here today with the exception of the schools being closed, and then he went on to some other things during that.
And others, we also have 2 Cambodian teachers too. They was my ex-students.
Oh, Sri Mai and Sri Nyang, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so they were previous students of EDIS, and both of them want to go on to university to become teachers, and so you found a role for them to help teach students, as well as give them experience with teaching. And then you also, Sri Lak teaches in the evening. She's a Khmer teacher, and she comes in the evening and teaches a class for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that leads us into currently where we're at. We've got a little extra time right now with school being closed, but some of my role going forward is going to include fundraising and developing the volunteer program.
Yes.
And so we look forward to bringing our viewers some more information of that in the future. But that helps to summarize your experience with staff members and volunteers, and kind of lay the foundation for where we stand today and what we need to do going forward.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.